welcome back to a new video. Today I am going to be flip throughing another book. Obviously I'm really into book flip throughs. So today we'll be going through The Ordinary Parent's Guide to Teaching Reading by Jessie Weiss and Sarah Buffington. This is a workbook to teach your child how to read. I have not used this workbook at all with any of the kids, but I have looked into this workbook. I have tried a couple of the lessons with the kids, and I think it's pretty good. You know, I definitely recommend it. It's on the top of my list. But definitely I would, let me get it because it's right over there. I would definitely recommend the curriculum that I'm currently using now, which is Alpha Phonics. That's my favorite curriculum. Blumenfeld's Alpha Phonics, A Primer for Beginning Readers by Samuel L. Blumenfeld. I definitely recommend that curriculum. In my opinion, there's so many books out there to teach your child how to read nowadays, but a lot of them, they just don't work for people. You know, there's some that have too much color, and there's some kids out there who don't thrive with colors. But then there's some book, like for example this one and Alpha Phonics, which are just black and white. A lot of kids cannot handle that. So it really depends on your child. But like I said, Alpha Phonics, Ordinary Parent's Guide to Teaching Reading are pretty good. I have used Alpha Phonics, and I am in the lesson in the 80s. There's 128 lessons in Alpha Phonics, and I'm in the middle. I'm not in the middle, but I'm halfway through. We're doing really, really good. I really do enjoy it. So let's go through this book. Let's show you guys what this book offers. I'm not going to go through every single page. If you guys have any questions about what this book includes, I definitely will comment. If you comment, and I'll answer you guys in the comments down below. So let's just start off with the book. So the first thing that it shows is the table of content. So let's just zoom in a little bit. We have the preface, the introduction, the lessons, additional material for ordinary parents. So this book is pretty big. There's 369 pages. Huge. Okay, so here's the preface. Again, I'm not going to read a lot of this. I'll just let you guys read it. If you have any questions, again, ask down in the comments. Here is the introduction. Let me back it up a little bit. We got this in our public library, so you don't have to pay a lot of money to buy these books. Like, at least my public library, we are able to keep a book for 4 weeks. So we are able to keep this for 4 weeks, and then if we need it for longer than that, we can go on their website, and we can keep it for 4 more weeks. And then if we want to keep it for more than 8 weeks, we can go to our public library and ask them if they have this book available for a longer period of time. So here's lesson 1. Again, you can pause it. Starts pretty simple. So it first starts off with just teaching the kids the sounds that the 27 letters in the alphabet make. So it goes over A, E, I, O, and U. So it goes over the vowels. And then it starts going over consonant sounds. Okay, so first off, section 1, it goes over the short vowels, and then it goes over consonant sounds. So here we have B, Z, C, I almost said Z, D, etc., etc. You know the alphabet. I read that, and I also saw a lot of videos when it comes to this curriculum, that you don't have to do 1 lesson a day. If your child is struggling with a specific, let's say he's struggling with M, you don't have to only do it for 1 day. You can continue doing it for multiple days, even a week. That helps a lot of kids who need that constant repetition. I did that with Alpha Phonics for like the first 28 lessons. I was working on some lessons. I will work on it for 2 or more weeks. So take your time when it comes to teaching reading. That's a tip. Okay. We're almost done with the consonants. We're already in page 60. So your child will be doing a lot. And you don't also have to finish this book in 1 year. You can do this book in 1, 2, or 3 years. Because when I show you the end of this book, if this book actually works, and again, I have not used it, so I don't know if this works. your child will be reading in a really, really high level. I'll show you in a second. Okay, so there it is. There is 20, is it 20? 26 lessons. So there's 26 letters in the alphabet, so 26 lessons. So they just pick 26 days. If your child is really good with reading and picks things up really quickly, so they would just be working on 26 days. But if your child is not really good at picking things up quickly, you can work on it for 26 weeks. And it seems like a lot, but your child will be your child will have mastered it. So here's section 3, which focuses on short vowel words. And this, I have noticed that this does go a little bit into sight words, but not to the extent that it focuses on it. It mainly focuses on phonics. So here's introducing 2 and 3 letter words, and then it introduces sentences as well. Okay, let's continue. And you can just see how the little sentence, this is what your child will be reading. Oh, I did forget to say that in the book it says what the instructor will read and then what they expect the child to repeat or say back to the instructor. So this is really laid out really, really easy. Okay, let's continue. If I'm going too slow, you can pause the video. I'm pretty sure that I'm not going that... Oh, wait, sorry. We skipped something. Okay, here then is section 4, which introduces 2 consonant blends. So here are some of the consonant blends that it introduces. Okay, back to moving it around. And I'm going to be going really fast because I know a lot of people, they just want to get to like the back of the book and see what their child will be reading. Because that's what I did. Like when I got this book from the library, the first thing I did was I went to the back of the last lesson and I saw, okay, what will my child what words will my child be able to read when this curriculum ends? Okay, next, section 5, consonant diagram. And here are some of the consonant diagrams your child will learn. It looks really, really boring, and it is boring to a lot of kids. But let me explain something. In my opinion, I think that just because it looks boring doesn't mean that it's not going to work. Like alpha phonics, if you look at it, I'm actually going to just show you. I have made videos about it before, but it looks super, super boring. It does not look fun at all. I didn't have white paper, so that's why I printed it out in like these colored paper. But imagine just white paper. This looks super boring as well. This does not look fun. But it works. Monique and David just finished their kindergarten year this year. Monique and David just finished their kindergarten year today. Today was their last day. And they're reading in a 2nd grade level. And we're not even done. We're halfway through alpha phonics. So that just because a curriculum looks boring, it does not look fun to you, but that doesn't mean it's not going to work for your child. It may work. Try it out. If you're going to try this curriculum, try at least the first 26 lessons, which are the short vowels and then the consonants. And if your child still doesn't like it, then go to another curriculum. But at least you tried it. At least you tried to work on it. And sometimes a lot of kids find curriculums, workbooks boring because you spend too much time on it. Maybe spend less time on stuff and you will notice a difference. But again, every child is different. Not every child is the same. Okay, so you already can tell kids will be reading by the lesson 62. Kids will be reading sentences like this and words like this. Okay, let's continue. Section 6, the child will work on 3 consonants, beginning blends. So just pause the video if you guys want to read some of this. Okay, let's continue. Oh, it actually only has 1 section. That's interesting. So there it is. That's section 6. Section 7 is long vowel, silent E words. And I'll just read to you this. So important note, for instructor. Sorry, I'm moving it so much. Okay, here it is. Many children seem to struggle with the instruction, when the instruction moves from short vowel words to words with long vowel sounds and silent letters. So go very slowly at this time. In new long vowel word instructions, don't be afraid to help the child sound out the word with which he struggles. Review these troublesome words the next day or as long as necessary to build confidence. Since Since the change to long vowel sound is difficult for many children, do not do the 2 review and 1 new until it resumes in lesson 84. So there it is. They explained to you that a lot of kids may struggle with long vowels, so take it as slowly as possible. I am really strict when it comes to helping the kids. If I know that they can do it, I'm really strict with helping them. Just letting you know, I'm super strict with curriculum, so I'm not gonna tell the child a word just because he doesn't want to sound it out, because Monique and David have the tendency of, I don't know if that's the right word, but they tend to like shut down when they don't know something, and a lot of kids do that. But that doesn't mean that I'm gonna put the workbook away and stop teaching them. Not at all. I'm gonna continue working on it, and we're just gonna take it a lot slower. Okay, so here it is. Your child will be learning long vowels with silent E. Just to show you again what kind of things your child should be reading in this curriculum, or hopefully they'll be reading this. So I'll just read to you a sentence. Let's pick this one. When Mom got home, she did spot the gum and the paste. She made Seek help them fix the mess. So really nice. Here we have some optional follow-ups. They have that in a couple of lessons. So take out the magnetic alphabet board. Go through the list of long U words paired in the lesson. Form the short vowel words for the child. Have the child read the word. Then ask the child to put an E at the end of the word. Have the child read this new word with the long vowel sound. Then have the child take the E off and read the word as a short vowel word. Repeat this, adding and taking away of the letter E until the child can read the words easily. Okay. Let's continue. Oh, here we also have like some sight words. 2, 2, and 2. If you will use the Good and the Beautiful level K, if you ever used it, the language arts, they do have, these are called homophones. So they go into that here, and they have a lesson where your child will have to figure it out. Here we have the hard and soft sound of C, and the hard and soft sound of G, and it tells you how to teach it, or at least hopefully it tells you. Okay. Again, this is the type of, sentences that your child will be doing. Okay, here we have common spelling for the long A sound. Okay. I'm going to skip. We have common spelling for the long E sound. Common spelling for the long I sound. Common spelling for the long O sound. Common spelling for the long U sound. Here we have common spelling for other vowel sounds. Because the long vowel makes so many different sounds. The long A makes so many different sounds, so it can confuse kids a lot. So again, that's why they say take it really slow. Continue going. You can just see that your child will be reading already. Like, this is incredible to me that a child can read at this level. Let's say that you start this curriculum with your child. You can do pre-K. You can do the first 26 lessons, right? Like, just focus on those 26 lessons in pre-K. And then in kindergarten, that's when you really just hit it off and continue. I'm pretty sure you will finish this book. It depends on how slow you go, but if you go on a decent pace, you can finish it either by the end of first grade and be middle of second grade. Here we have other spelling for short vowel sounds. Okay, let's skip a couple lessons. Here's silent letters and stuff. Show you guys again. When I am 12 or 13 years old, I get to stay up late. When I am 14 or 15 years old, I can watch my little nephew. Like, this is, if your child finishes this curriculum by second grade, you're set. And if they actually manage to understand what you taught them in this curriculum, that's great. That's amazing. Okay, let's continue going. Here we have endings, suffixes, and prefixes. So they teach a little bit of language arts in here. Here we have the final section, which this is where I saw the beginning thing. And if you guys already like are looking at this page, let me move my computer. Here we have what this lesson looks like, which is lesson 25. Section, not lesson, sorry. And this is the kind of words that your child will be reading. Particular calculator. This particular calculator belongs to my sister. Here we have unbelievable corporation. Why am I saying cooperative? This is automatically complimentary. Intellectual mathematician. Like, it really, like, this is insane to me. When I saw this, I was like, what? This is what my child is supposed to know? And then there's a really cool lesson at the end. This is lesson 231, the final lesson, reading a really long and silly word. So here we have, this is the final lesson in this book. You are now a super reader. In fact, you are such a super reader, you can now read a 14-syllable word. This word does not mean anything. It is just a fun word from a song. So it's supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. And Monique and David actually know this word. So it took them a while to figure it out, but they actually know the word. How to read it. So here it is, part 2, informations for the ordinary parent. It just tells you, how to work this book, how to use it a little bit. I'm reading wrong. Pre-reading, preparing a young child to be a reader. So again, you want to read this, you can stop the video. Continue. Here we have managing the reading session. So they have a couple questions here that that a lot of parents may have before using this curriculum. So just go in the back of this book and encouraging the child to be a reader. Here we have questions and answers for the ordinary parent. So questions like, why are there any pictures in this book? And here it says, pictures are, can you read? I don't know if this is focused, sorry. Excuse me. Pictures are often used to associate letters with sound. The child will see the letter A, then a picture of an apple, which is the cue to say the short A vowel sound. This is not necessary to teach letter sounds. Learning a key picture is an extra mental step. Children can easily go from seeing the symbol to saying the sound from which it stands. Another reason is, picture distracts the child from print. You want your child to focus on the letters and their sounds. Another reason, pictures encourage word guessing based on the content of the picture. Later, when a child gets to a book with no pictures, he may feel that the book is too hard to read, which I totally agree with the last one. But let me explain myself a little more. I didn't use a curriculum to teach reading with pictures, but I did use sight words, and that encouraged Monique and David to guess an extremely amount. I literally had to take sight words away, and I talked about sight words a little bit in other videos, but that really pushed us back when it came to reading. The kids were constantly guessing. Also, the picture clue things were really hard when I introduced books that had pictures in it. It was really hard, so I had to take out, for months, I gave the kids books that had no pictures. I made a lot of them my own. I made a lot of books myself that had no pictures, that were for phonetic books. And I also take out sight words. If you watch my video where I talk about sight words, I do sight words once a month because sight words are not that good for kids either. So here's more questions. Back here we have remedial reading with an older child. And here's the index of the lesson. So just to show you, it goes over short vowel sound, consonant sound, short vowel words. And within those lessons, you learn many things. We have 2 consonant blends, consonant diagram, 3 consonant beginning blends, long vowel, silent E words, spelling for a long A sound, spelling for the long E sound, for the I sound, for the O and for the U. Here's spelling for the other vowel sounds, other spelling and short vowel sounds, silent letters, R-change vowels, simple 2-syllable words, other letters, patterns, and silent letters. There's a lot here, I know. Here we have possessive words and contractions, other spelling for the long E sound, plural and hyphenated words, 3-syllable words, ending suffixes and prefixes, more letter patterns, and finally the final section where they had like supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. And here is key to phonetic symbols. And finally, here we have just, their older brother came in, so I had to stop the video. Okay, but this is just the ending. And if you guys didn't know, this is by the Well-Trained Mind, Jessie Wise, I guess. This is the person right here. Created other stuff, like she has her own language arts curriculum and everything. I have not looked into that, so I can't say whether or not it's good or not, but I definitely recommend you, if you're interested in her work, to look it up. Like I said, you can easily find this in your local library if they have it, but you can also purchase it. I think it's like $20-something in Amazon or in christianbook.com. But that is pretty much it. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions about this curriculum that maybe I didn't answer, or maybe I went too quickly, comment down, leave it in the comments down below. Subscribe to my channel. I will be putting way more videos up. I've just been taking a little bit of a break because there's a lot of things going on in my head when it comes to school for the kids. I'm going to be teaching another child, so I need to like process everything. But that's pretty much it. Also, I'm going to be comparing alphaphonics to the Ordinary Parent's Guide to Teaching Reading, and I also got 2 more reading curriculum workbooks, not curriculum, but that I also will be flip throughing for you guys in a couple of days or in the future. If you guys enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.